Okay, so talking about our offensive systems, this is the hardest thing to teach offenses because all of you guys are coming with your different ideas, and offense actually takes a while to gel. There aren't so many rules, though. The way that we're going to be breaking down our offense will have some elements to it that we will practice sort of isolated by themselves so they can stack up and add up into a freelance. Now, a lot of you guys that have been on Xteam before know that we are pretty hardcore about the systems and doing the systems. That's why today's word is self-control. That's why we attach self-control with offense, okay? Self-control is huge when it comes to offense as we gel together as a group. And by team, different things will change because your coaches will have the power to apply what it is that works for the person on your team. But here's the basics of offense. Firstly, the Xteam offense this summer will rely on wide perimeter passing. Okay, we saw this at the college level. We definitely saw this in the Final Four, where our attackers are out by the 15. We will be passing around quite a bit. This is why stick work is huge for you. You'll be doing drop step, catch it, drop step, pass it. Catch it, drop step, pass it to keep it away from the defense. The first thing we're focusing on is spreading out our attack and using perimeter passing. The second thing, like I said, we're going to have certain elements of the attack. The biggest elements this summer will be a pass and move through. So if this girl has the ball up here, and she passes it to this girl, she's going to move through after her pass, so this girl has a drive to cage. We want to open up that drive by that moving the momentum and creating that vacuum of space. That also leads to another element of our attack this summer, which will be a long drive. We saw this a lot in college. We want these huge drives coming from the outside. We want big drives coming from here, big drives coming from here. Notice if when I go like this, when I go like this, when I go like this, that's a right-handed drive. Right? If we're going like this and like this, that would be a left-handed drive. And that's actually also important to note, which is that we're looking at understanding offensive angles, so attacking angles. If I'm a right-handed person, I want maybe to take a left-handed drive, drop step right here, and then shoot into the cage. If I'm a left-hander, I'm taking a right-handed drive. I want to come all the way 3/4 of the way across, drop step, and then look, take a left-handed shot. So that's the attacking angles we're going to learn. We're also going to learn defensively how to cover those. We will have two major offenses that get at some of the elements that we want to focus on. Firstly, we have currents. For those of you that were part of Xteam in the fall, you remember currents. Currents relies on a lot of really fun other elements like crease play, slingshot, which we did a few seasons ago. And currents basically has two currents running at once. So if you're on the bottom current, you continue to run around the crease, and your opportunities are to drive the crease. Your opportunities are to get a pass and shoot on the crease. And the other current is running a long drive current. Okay? So here is where you are rotating. So here is a current running with 2 or 3 people, and here is a current running with 3 or 4 people. And again, on this current, you're looking for this drive. You're looking for this drive, drop step, and a shot on the left. You're looking for this drive, this girl's at the same time, pass, and then shot there. There are loads of stuff we can do off these currents, but what we really want to be looking at here is focusing on crease play, what's happening here, slingshot, long drives, and offensive angles. Fantastic. Lastly, we will set up a picks and stacks play. We are going vintage here, people. Let me tell you, how exciting is this? Most likely, we'll have 2 stacks here, 2 people there, 2 people there, and then a split. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So depending on where the ball is, if this ball's on this side, this stack will split. One will go over, one will go out. And from here, we'll have our passing options. Your coaches will take it from there. We want to be looking at little things that are happening on these stacks in a set of offense. Your coaches will be specific with that, but we want to make sure that you're getting the key elements that we've seen at the Division I level. Also, the ingredients that make up any good attack. you're not going to have like some surprise element like, okay, so the flip passes become pretty popular. So I'm at the top, I flip it to a right-hander, I move through, and she kind of comes around. But what is that basically? That's a pass and move through, and it's a long drive. So what we want to do is like, yes, we're going to embellish with some bells and whistles, do some flip passes here and there, but the major focus will be on passing and moving through, offensive angles, long drives, crease rolls, crease play, and then picks and stacks. This will unfold way more specifically, but you can expect that the first week of practice will be about breaking these elements down so specifically where you're almost bored, so we can burn that track in your head and make sure these elements stack up. By the end of the summer, you guys, by your last tournament, you should be thinking, oh my gosh, we have so much creative freedom, even though what we need to exercise is self-control. Once again, self-control rules the offense. It is a non-negotiable. There's not room for you to be like, this is what I'm going to do. You're going to do the Xteam system so we all get on the same page, and from there, we can start being creative together. That's the deal.